So, welcome back to Maestro Vapes. Today I'm looking at the Aspire Nautilus dual coil Clearomizer tank. Figured I'd switch it up a little bit because my buddy at work, Josh, said, "What's up, man? Why you always on the couch, bro?" So, let's mix it up for you. Fireside chat for you, Josh. Check it out. So, what do we got? This guy. First impressions. I've been using this for about 3 days, and it's earmuffs, kids. It is fucking phenomenal. Like, it is so good. I haven't vaped a better tank ever, but that's, in my opinion. I was vaping a lot of Pro Tank 2s, Pro Tank 3s, and then I was getting all these dud heads. Like I was buying replacements, and if one was bad in the pack of 5, typically they were all bad. So I lost faith in them. A few months, I just went to RDAs and RBAs and just started building Genesis-style Addies. Aga T3, RSST, IGO Ls, IGO Ws, and I've been pretty happy with those. But I went to my local vape shop, Can Vape. You can check them out, canvape.com. This is an expensive tank. It's $36.95 on their website. The replacement coils are kind of hard to come by right now. Some vendors don't have them. And they're $20 for a pack of 5. That's $4 per replacement coil. But this thing is phenomenal. Like, I really dig it. Like, I brought it to work with me today and vaped it a lot. Like, I usually just have my drip, and I have my Genesis Addy and just vape that when I'm driving and I'm good. But I've been vaping this a lot. Like, I've put, probably almost 2 tanks of juice through this in the last 3 days. First day that I got it, I had like 3 dry hits. Not burnt hits, but close. And I was rocking it at about 10.5 watts. So there is some limits there. You probably don't want to vape this over 10. I've got this at fully charged battery, 9.6 watts, which is the equivalent of 3.91 volts, it's telling me, with a 1.6 ohm coil. And it vapes great. It vapes great. The first day when I did get a couple of dry hits, I just put my thumb over one of the air holes and give it a pull my thumb off, and just pull some juice into it. But that was only a couple of times. And then everything got saturated in there. I guess all the wicking material got saturated, and it was great. It was great. And today, no dry hits. And I vaped this on the drive home from work. I drive about 40 minutes, and I must have been vaping on this for 20 minutes out of that. And all of my vapes were about 4 to 6 seconds long. Decent draws, good lungfuls, wide open air hole, and it was just beautiful. The whole way I was trying to kind of vape it dry and get a burnt hit, and I couldn't do it. 9.6 watts. Maybe if I was vaping at 11, it would have been easy, but I found this is a nice setting on the EVIC for me. And I dig this tank. It's kind of neat looking. It's kind of like a little bell that you would see in an old movie. If some old lady's like laid up in bed and she's sick and she's ringing the bell going ding 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 ding, Jeeves, get my medication. And this guy's coming up in a tux and he's just like, get your own damn medication. I'll over medicate you old bag. I just went off on a tangent. Anyway, it is kind of bell-shaped, but I kind of dig it. It's a lot of glass is exposed, so I'm sure this would break really easily. But you know what? I'm pretty careful with the stuff I have. If I was working construction and I had a tool belt on with a hammer and some other tools that could break it, I probably wouldn't want to put it in there. But hey, maybe this isn't the tank to take with you if you do work like that. But if you're pretty careful with your stuff, it shouldn't be too bad for you. And yeah, it's got 4 different air hole settings, adjustable airflow, and the smallest one is a 0.9 millimeter. Then it goes up to a 1.1, some tight draws, good flavor. Move it up to the 1.4, which I vape quite a bit. It's decent. But my favorite is the biggest air hole, is the better air hole. Better, bigger. I'm the bigger air hole. Reminds me of Johnny Dangerously, where he's going, farting ice holes, they're farting ice holes. Sorry, another tangent. But yeah, the biggest air hole, the biggest ice hole is 1.8 mil, and it's great, just straight lung hits. And I'm vaping a 50-50 juice in here, 50 VG, 50 PG. It's from Paradise Vapes. It's Smurfette's goo, and yeah, no problems with it, you know? That was a 7.7 second draw off there. No problem. Yeah, e-cig form, people have been saying that they're getting dry hits, that the coils are crap. Maybe I ended up with a good coil. I haven't even tried the second coil it comes with. I've got the 1.6 in here. It's working awesome. I still have the 1.8 ohm in the case here, which is really tight. That lovely user manual. And I still have the other coil in here. Got the little beauty ring or ego adapter that I haven't touched. I really have no use for that, but that's me. You might dig it. Yeah, and this one looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It's got a nice little micro coil built in there. Coils look tight. I'd like to rebuild this with some cotton wick and 28 gauge cam ball and see how that turns out. But yeah, for the most part, first impressions, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome tank. Check it out. I'll come back in a couple of weeks and give you another, idea of how it's been vaping. But so far, so good. I dig it. So if you like the video, it's Maestro Vapes. Like, comment, subscribe. And like I say, butt out, vape up, and breathe easy, and you'll be just styling. All right? Fireside chat for you, Josh.